video here of you. Here's me and Celeste. We're walking in the country here near our hotel. Oh, there's our hotel right there, our Radisson Hotel. And in Narita, out in the kind of the boonies, and we're just doing a little country walk here. See the rice fields. If it doesn't get too hot today, it's a really hot day and humid, but the wind is blowing, so it kind of feels good. And do you have any words of wisdom?
No.
Nothing to say?
No, other than you're gonna get run over.
Okay. There's a sprinkler here, and I'm gonna get wet. Okay. Well, that feels good. That feels good. Get wet. Alrighty. Alright. This may end up on YouTube. You never know. You never really know, do you? We just took a little detour from the what do you call it? Country path into a little neighborhood here to give you a little feel for what a little Japanese neighborhood looks like. Little tiny streets and junk back to the ceiling. No, I'm just kidding. That's rude. That's rude. I shouldn't say that. These little, we were just wondering.
I wouldn't mind having a little house like
Neither.
here.
We were wondering how much one of these houses would cost, and I don't know, but I've looked online a little while ago, a year or so ago, and I don't know. We found a used house or something for as old as, as for as cheap as like $50,000, $75,000. And granted, these are tiny little places, but that seems really cheap for Japan. But maybe somebody committed suicide or something. Yeah. They get cheap, but I don't know. Okay. See, at the end of the road here, you see kind of the field and the forest begins. It reminds me of old this guy whipping around his motorcycle. It reminds me of Totoro. What's it called in English?
My neighbor Totoro.
My neighbor Totoro. Yes. So, little Japanese neighborhoods, little tiny cars and little tiny carports, and a little forest over it. Isn't that just beautiful? I don't know if you can get the feel for the green and the beauty. You gotta go left, yes. But it's right out of my friend Totoro's movie. These cartoons by Miyazaki, the Japanese cartoonist. This is what it's all about. And it's so much quieter. You just get off the main road, and it's so quiet. So quiet. See? We have, it looks like this is quite common in Japan. Somebody with a little land in the middle of a little neighborhood like this rents out a parking space to the people. Because people, if they have parking at their house, maybe enough for one car, you know. And I'll show you a typical example of what parking is like. That's like it, you know, enough to get your Chen-chan. Something like this would be like 50,000. Yeah. Abandoned. It looks like it's abandoned. Well, just imagine put a little tender, loving care into it. You could make it nice. But yeah, sometimes when the weather wreaks havoc on these houses, sometimes Japanese men will have an overseas assignment or something, and they'll just leave their house open and no air conditioning in it and just leave it there for a couple of years. It's just kind of the weather wreaks havoc on it. But you see how these just little tiny spots. And does this go further into the forest, into the Totoro land? Oh yeah, I love this. I'm liking it. Righteous. And there's my daughter. We just both happened to have layovers in Japan on the same day, so we last night. Okay, what do we got here? Let me see what the sign says here. Dame, zettai, kono henso norikueru no wa kiken desu. No, stop. Absolutely no good. Crossing this fence is danger. And that's by Yamato New Town and Shichikai. The neighborhood committee posted this sign here, and this is what do we got here? It looks like I don't know, maybe a little reservoir, kind of swampy thing here. Okay, and I love this little path we're going down. Hope we can get out of here.
It looks like the bed.
Oh, and look at the forest back here. So thick. It's so thick. How does what's the guy on Simpsons that says that?
Millhouse.
Millhouse. How does he say it?
I don't want to see it.
What?
I don't want to
Come
see it.
on. It's so thick. Oh, I'm loving this. This is. You're not gonna get videos like this everywhere on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Oh yeah. Okay. We are just wandering aimlessly. Don't know where we're going, but we're loving it. That's all I know. Look at these little hills through here. This is Totoro Country. My neighbor Totoro. We're at a dead end here. We'll have to go back and take it the next right, but anyways, let me get a little bit of me here. Anyways, it's a hot day, but the wind is blowing nicely. It feels good, especially in the shade here. Oh, reminds me a little bit of Hawaii. We did it, so we had to turn around coming back and then make the next right. But here we've got it doesn't look like a new house. It looks like an old house that is being reformed or remodeled. They call it reform here in Japan. Reform. Let's see. Who's doing this? Kyoshin. Nurikaechu is being repainted, I guess. Gomewaku o kake shite masu. 大切なお家を Is that maybe it's not painting, it's anyways, they're fixing it up here. Where'd my daughter go? Where'd she go? Oh, there
That's a nice
is.
house.
Yeah. See, the property, you know, is barely enough to park on it and everything, but I bet.
How quiet this is here.
Oh yeah. Some fruit trees here. What kind of fruit is that? Prickly something or other. Can you see it? Can you see what that is? That wouldn't be chestnuts, would it? Let's see. And your typical Japanese neighborhood. Oh yeah. So peaceful back here. We're off the beaten path. You can hear some airplanes, but you know, the airport's not too far from here. But have you ever noticed that here in Narita, when you're seeing big 747s land, they're so big and they look like they're just sitting in the sky, just sitting there. Have you noticed that? It looks like they're hardly moving. It's like they're hanging in the sky. I'm not sure which direction. I think Narita Airport is in the direction I'm pointing here, but anyways, you got to love Japan. Peaceful. One word. Peaceful. We're finding a lot of dead ends here, but here's a little house with just a tiny little yard, and a little dog, and I mean, if you get a yard in Japan, that's about the size of it, right there. You know, hardly enough to play catch on. Here's an empty lot. Yeah, this is clearly, yeah, a size for one house to be built. And here's blast. Coming down. Ah, domo ohayou gozaimasu. So in Japan, this is how they do it. There's garbage collection doesn't come around to every house. Every block or so, there's a spot where you put your garbage. Today it looks like recyclables, plastics and whatnot. And then they typically have these nets over them so small animals can't rummage through the garbage. And here's the corner little park, just a tiny little park for the kids. Nothing fancy, but you know, a little shade, a little sand pile, a little slide. You gots to love it. Alright. Okay, and we're a little bit lost, can't seem to find our way out of this little subdivision, but we're loving it. And yes, we is. Okay. Oh, this guy's got enough to park 2 cars. He's living large. And this is very typical here. You know, well, there's one right there. I guess you can park 2 cars there. Squeeze them in there. And your typical, what do you call it? Carport. Oh yeah. A very yellow house up here, the mustard house. Mean Mr. Mustard, he sleeps in the dark. And do you know the lyrics to this Beatles song? I guess you don't know the lyrics to this Beatles song. Beatles. Mean Mr. Mustard sleeps in the dark. He never go get down. Ooh, look at that woods back there. Would you like to have a house built right there? Yeah. Oh, the old wheels are turning. Second home in Japan, just near the airport, but off the beaten path. Oh yeah. Gotta make it happen. And then you can go to the Radisson Hotel and take a bus to Tokyo for what, an hour? Get there on the highway in about an hour or hour and a half. If it's in no traffic, probably an hour. In traffic, maybe an hour and a half. Maybe in worst case scenario, 2 hours. See over there, you can see the Radisson Hotel sticking its head up over those houses. Yeah, peaceful. Way out to that semi-main neighborhood road here. We're kind of in the some farming area here, but it looks like I'm pretty sure this is green tea bushes. I'm pretty sure. The green tea bushes, very nice looking. And then these, I love these plants here. Celeste was saying she thinks these are some kind of a potato imo, in Japanese imo, which there's zillions of kinds. You know, not sweet potato, but this big long hairy emos that you grate and they froth up like a gooey substance. You put those over rice and stuff. It's wonderful if that's what it is. I'm not sure, but these leaves are huge. I mean, look at my hand compared to that leaf there. I mean, these are huge elephant ears. Looks like more tea leaves. It's a hot, humid day. I'm just loving the breeze is blowing. You get a little sweat on you, and then the wind blows over it and cools you right down. Cools you right down. This looks like a farming house here. There are greenhouses going back there. There's more greenhouses back there. Alright, gots to love it. Here we have some, looks like leeks growing, very nice. You gotta love your leeks. The Japanese really use the leeks to their advantage and make very nice stuff out of them. And this looks like we've got some greenhouses here. We got the, what do you call it, Chokubai Ikegami Ichigo. Oh, Ichigo-en. So this is a strawberry patch. You can buy directly here. Celeste is eyeballing the cold drinks here on this hot day. And let's see what we've got. Oh yeah, a lot of American drinks. A lot of Japanese drinks. These are all cold on this one. And some of these machines have hot and cold drinks.
Not the best selection.
And we've got the Ikigami Ichigo-en Chokubai. Where's the Chokuri? I'm not sure. Chokubai, I'm pretty sure. What the hell? Closed. But more of those big. Look at these. What have we got here growing? Don't know what we have here growing. Probably some kind of a melon or like over here I should say zucchini or something. But these leaves, I mean, look at my hand. I could practically sleep in these leaves. It's like out of the Jurassic Park or something. Very nice. Did you get something? Alright. Okay. Here's another interesting thing that I've only seen in Japan. You've got these little booths along the street where you can dehusk your rice. You bring in whole grain rice that you've grown. Teion seimai. So low temperature rice refining, or rice, is there another word for it? Rice. Take off your husks, and you come in here, 100 yen for 10 kilograms. You put your rice in that little slot there, and it spits it out, I guess. Yeah. Oh, genmai toniguchi. So you put your whole grain rice in there, and it must spit it out. Oh, spit it out over there. That little chute. 100 yen for 10 kilograms. And up to 30 kilograms for 300 yen. That's $3 for 30. So you put your whole grain rice in there.
I don't know what I'm dying to see. I don't
And we have, おはようございます。あ、ちょっと野菜見ていいですか？いやいや。素晴らしいです。こういう生野菜はアメリカに持って帰れ、今日帰りますけど持って帰れないですよね、残念ながら。
そうですね。なんか経費とかいろいろあるんでしょ。
ありますね。国のルールでね。でも美味しそうなものいっぱいありますね。みんなここで作ってるわけですか？
そうです。
素晴らしいです。
すごい風で真っ黒になっちゃって。
ね。でも、買いたいですけどちょっと持って帰れないんで今度次ありがとうございました。はい。Maybe we can go for... ちょっとお尋ねしますけども新しいスーパーの成田屋がありますけどもこの方向でつながる道あります？
やっぱりこの後ろの道もね、やっぱり
前の道
にぶつかるけど、そんなに成田園近くはなんない。
わかりました。まあちょっと
コンビニの脇に出る。
わかりました。まあ散歩がてらでちょっと来てますんで、暑いけど、はい、ありがとうございます。Do you want to go down a bit further? I'm not sure what this is. A little box, probably a fence. Probably growing grapes on it. Just a square box. And then some good-looking tomatoes. And there. I don't know if you see the tomatoes. Okay, Celeste is getting hot and sweaty and wants to head towards the grocery store. But anyways. What now? Raspberries. Raspberries where? Oh yeah. Oh my heavens, look at those. You see them? I'm not taking them. Some wonderful raspberries growing right there. Yes, nah. Okay, we're gonna... Did I say this is peaceful?
Yes, you mentioned that once or twice.
Did I mention that you got to love it? Did I mention that? Yeah, those got to be grapes there. Makes me want to grow some grapes in my yard. All right, we got some dragonflies going. Yeah, I think over that hill is the airport. All right, look at this freshly, I don't know if you call it plowed, smoothed out garden here. I wonder what they're going to be planting here. Anyways, all right. We're trying to go back to the grocery store now. We got a couple farmers working their fields. And this hot day. But thankfully we have a breeze keeping us cool. Oh yeah, I wonder what he's doing. Oh, he's setting up his sprinklers. This guy's probably got some fertilizer or something over there. I don't know what that is. Working the fields. It's like a big old farmhouse in their grounds. Yeah, so you do see some bigger structures like this. And there's the entrance to it. And oh, it looks like a big old kind of storehouse there on the other side. So the house is a big structure on the right here. Interesting. Celeste is getting a little impatient with me. It's hot and she's sweaty. She says she doesn't have enough energy to talk. I'm just taking it all in and loving it. Some corn. Wow. Corn takes some serious space here in Japan. That's probably why it's not very cheap. It's kind of expensive in Japan, but some beautiful looking corn. You got the greenhouse. Some starts in there, or maybe just grow them completely in there. I don't know. But we've got Greenhouse Alley here. Look at that. All plowed nicely. Yeah, they got a little machine in this greenhouse to till the land. Ah, this way they can grow stuff year-round, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get that cold here in Narita. I rarely see snow here. So if you got sun, you can probably grow year-round without a problem. With nothing more than these little greenhouse, plastic greenhouses. Yeah, just a steel frame with visqueen over the top. What do I got growing here? Oh, eggplant. Oh, my wife makes a mean eggplant pickle. She makes stir fry. Wonderful stuff. And we've got some Japanese, oh, those are persimmon. Looks like there. Okay, we're getting closer to our hotel here and back to the main road, and then we're gonna go over to the grocery store. Maybe I'll film some in the grocery store if they let me. Here's your Japanese farmer. Well, I say little, not little size, but little farms here. They got their equipment, and they're knocking it out, making wonderful stuff here on scales that a lot smaller than we do in America, but they just, oh man, look at that. It's interesting. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm guessing compost. They're letting the heat kind of make it all, break it down so they can use it for fertilizer. I don't know. The tires are not too attractive, but very utilitarian, making use of what they've got. I love it. Oh, and Celeste is getting a little shower here with the sprinkler. And I'm going to do this. Celeste is about to fall over in the heat, so just coming out of the field here, we got our, on the main road, we got our mini stop, our local mini stop. Before the new grocery store was built, this is where I'd always come get a quick meal. But now that grocery store, I don't even come here very often. Celeste needs some air conditioning and something cold to drink. So